It's a little. Uh, let's see here. It's down towards the end. Enters the wall for the first time or ends its turn there.
Yep, it hasn't had. This guy hasn't had his turn yet, so he's good.
But this one has, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
that's one that attacked me.
Sure. Roll 5d8 again, and he will.
Oh,
take
jeez.
12 points of fire damage.
Let that be a warning to him.
As he sizzles. Okay. Drift, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay,
In that low health, he's not going to get up close.
This one is going to move away from the fire, stand over the body of his dead buddy, and it's going to pick on Shinigami. So first of all, another long sword attack against you, Shinigami. Rolls an 11 and misses comfortably, but then he tries to crush your face again and roll a 17. You see it coming this time and you parry it away easily enough. Gala.
Okay. Do that. You'll hear Gala kind of shriek at the side of him, like surprised, and she can't get closer, so she's gonna back off of him right now, and just back against over here and go and just kind of like be terrified of it. You guys can see she's just uncomfortable, and that's it.
Right. And maybe take the dodge action to make sure you're extra safe from the creatures.
Yeah, I'll do the dodge.
Awesome. Vinnick.
I roll that at the end of my turn.
These things seem okay. Let's see. What I will do is I will attack this one in front of me here. Coming up. All right, swing.
18 hits, yep.
Okay, damage.
Okay. Good solid hit on it.
I will swing again. Damage.
Are you remembering your battle maneuvers there, Vinnick?
I will check those out, but
yeah, just as a reminder, where you can do like trip attacks and taunting attacks and adds extra damage. Yeah, but keep that in mind. Maybe before.
Okay. I am going to do this though. I don't really want these things to touch me. So I'm going to use my Blessing of the Raven Queen. There it is. And I will materialize myself over here.
Okay, so bamfing out the way. Now, the horde of zombies. Do you want to roll damage for your wall of fire, and I'll apply it as applicable? Let's roll another wall of fire damage.
That's better.
They walk through. They just mindlessly walk through the fire, and each one of them is singed to death.
I love it.
They had 22 hit points, so 26 was enough. There's no way they're
Nice.
making their saving throws. So, this smell of burnt flesh and decay is almost a zombie wall. It is still quite disgusting in there. Like even once the fire has settled down and the number 44 makes an appearance. Get out of there, number 44. Yeah, there's
The wall of fire's still there, though, right?
I can be if you want, but I just
I
deleted it.
will ask. I'll ask. Should I get rid of the wall of fire?
No, keep it there for a minute.
Done.
Okay, so just assume it's there. Smell of burnt, rotting flesh fills the air as the wall of fire continues to burn.
The turn tracker disappeared on me.
It's because there's no more bad guys.
These
So
guys
two
are
zombies killed us.
Oh, damn it! Ah. You cut them down there on 9 hit points and 15 hit points. We'll just call them dead. Yeah, my mistake.
Okay. So I just want to role play it anyways, because this is exactly what I've been waiting for somebody to put something like this up. So bonus action, I was going to telekinetically shove this guy back 5 feet into the fire. And then I was going to Eldritch Blast to repel him back. And then Eldritch Blast the other guy to repel him back into the fire.
Nice.
Apologies for taking that moment away from you. That would have been cool.
Real quick, Malcolm, I got to do something. I have a saving throw I rolled that I failed.
Who's it gonna be?
All right, so the closest person is Turiel. So you guys see Gala start like to get super agitated. That she's spinning her sword. It's like whispering. You can hear it whispering, and she says, "One of them, I must have one." And she's gonna. Her eyes are turned blood red, and she's gonna go walk up to Turiel, and she's gonna swing her sword at Turiel. So I don't know. Do we do initiative, or how do you want to do this, Malcolm?
No one sees this coming. So yeah,
Well,
go for it. Just
one thing though, we saw Gala, who was normally very brave, walk away. Did we think that was weird?
No, because you've seen her cower from undead before.
Okay. All
right. This is something new. So her eyes are blood red. She says, "I must have one. You must have blood." And she swings the sword at you. You get 2 attacks. So I do 2, or do I just hit the 1?
Oh, you did 1 attack.
Yeah, I just did 1 attack. Do I get 2 attacks, Malcolm, or
I think 2 attacks.
I have to keep attacking until I hit somebody? So I mean, I need to go into initiative in a minute, I guess. I don't know.
Well, let's see what happens. We'll try to do this theatre of mind. But take another swing with Bloodsong.
God.
Oh no!
I'm going to, if I can, I will rewind time.
Okay, you can. Yeah, roll again, Daniel.
Good save, Eric. Oh my god.
With 21, does that hit you?
Let's see. With the shield, even with a shield, it would hit me. Yes. So I will not shield that.
You take 8 damage, and as you get hit, and blood splurts or blood comes out, however you get hurt. Gala's eyes start to go back to normal, and she drops the sword and just like freaks out and says like, I don't know what came over me. I needed the sword called for death. And she looks at the sword on the floor, and she looks at you, Toriel. I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me.
It sounds like that sword had control of you. It's like,
Yes, but I knew I had to. I had to have some blood. And she looks at the sword, and then she picks it up greedily and says, "But it's mine. It belongs to me."
oh boy.
It belongs to me.
I will probably be disengaging and backing up. Ayla, you're frightening me. You just slashed me with your sword.
She's gonna say she's gonna like step forward and say, "I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me." And she's gonna put the sword into her sheath so it's put away. But I don't understand. I just knew I had to have something. It had to have something. She'll take another step forward. I mean, not in a threatening way, just walking towards you like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, girl."
I'm sorry.
I need some space, Kayla. I hope you understand.
And so she'll back away and she'll say, "We have to keep going. We have to go. We have to end this." And she's gonna walk towards the door in the hallway where the fire is, and stop at the door and look back and say, "We must keep going."
Shinigami, what are you inciting?
Oh no!
If she's telling the truth or not, if she really was taking over control, or if she believes she was taking over control.
Not sure. I mean, one thing you will know, this is very out of character.
So
you know her as a noble figure, and she's been nothing but loyal to a fault. But you're not sure. Maybe there's a darker side to Gala that you don't know. But 10, yeah.
So observation is that she disengaged from this undead. She like cowered from the undead. That's what we saw, right?
And
We,
then she did shrieked, and you've heard her do it before. She did it like in the windmill. She's done.
Yeah,
she's
not-
done it a
not-
bunch. Like every,
not drift,
there's been
but when it
skeletons
was
I've
fast,
folded.
when we were in that tunnel where that guy was digging the tunnel and there was all that undead, like the second or third session, she completely freaked.
Yeah, and then my domo came back. Forgot her name real quick. Lily Flax, and I freaked out on that and had to recover. So you've seen it before. But this is new. Attacking you with blood red eyes. Her eyes turned blood red, and she went into a frenzy, swinging the sword, and it was whispering and said that I must have some blood. I must. And then she attacked you. And then after she hit you, her eyes went back to normal, and she dropped the sword, and then she picked it back up and said it's mine, and put it into her sheath.
I'm gonna. Let's see. Am I thinking the right character here? Let's see. Do I have a message? I do not. I'm just gonna say this openly. Caleb, I mean, is the sword making you run from undead? I mean, this could be really detrimental to what we're trying to do here. There's obviously lots of undead. What do you think about that? I'm not saying anything about taking the sword away. I'm just saying that I don't know if you can complete the mission, what we're doing here, if you can't engage with undead.
And that's something I've struggled with for a long time now, and it comes and it goes. But this, what happened, just happened is new. I don't know. I don't understand. I just know that this has to end. We have to end this tonight. We have to find the queen. We have to keep going.
Okay.
I've always had problems with dead.
All right. Is anyone else doing or saying anything about this? Or just
Drift
everyone
will,
just kind of like
Drift-
jaws drop, like what just happened?
Drift will put a hand on you, and not that it's really gonna matter right now, but it's gonna be a warming hand for guidance, and he's just gonna say, "Young Galia, even though your mind is confused, just remember, the Redeemer will guide. Believe in the Redeemer."
She'll say, "Thank you. I understand where that comes from. Thank you. But we must press on." And she's gonna wait for the fire to go down. She's the fire still up.
If
Well,
that
this
happens
time-
again, there may be a competition for that sword. Just fair warning.
And she looks at you and she thinks about it a second. And she says, "The sword is mine, by heritage and by right, and it will always be mine." And she'll stand up to you. Just with the thing of taking it from her, she says that to you. And stands up to you, puts your hand on the sword.
This is not. Bro's shaken and concerned about this conversation, but she says, "I think we should table this discussion for now, and we should press on. But we will definitely need to address."
We're all amongst friends here. Let's avoid hostilities and threats. I'm sorry, somebody's going to let this fire go down? They're dropping that spell?
Yeah. Is everyone ready?
I'm ready. I'll go up to the door.
No longer.
I'm going to look over at, was it Shinigami? I'm like going, dude, you listen first. And I'm going to prop up my ear against the door.
Guidance on Venick.
Perception?
Do I need to roll my guidance?
Percent convinced
It's
that
your
there's-
choice.
that there's nothing in this hallway. We'll give you this one. And just a long hallway with a ripped up carpet, the ubiquitous blood everywhere, and there is doors at the end of the corridor and doors right there as well to the north and south walls.
All right. I'm going to advance.
I'll just drag you
And I'm
along,
gonna
Josh.
I'm going to go over to this. Oh, there's doors on both sides. Okay.
When we get in front of these doors, I'm gonna do a thing, Malcolm. So
Sure. Okay. What you gonna? Ah, divine sense. Sure.
Okay.
Divine sense. Just whisper something to Shinigami.
I'd be right there.
Yep. It's the only thing you ping, Shinigami.
Okey-doke.
Do we, when Shinigami does that, can we tell that he's doing something or not?
I don't think so.
I think you do present your holy symbol. If I remember the wording, I don't have it up.
Yeah. No, I think that's right. I was just wondering, like, would we stop or would we be like, all right, well, I don't know what the hell's going on, so I'm just going to open this door. But yeah, I think that's right. I think you do present your holy
It
symbol.
also says, as an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. So I'll leave it to Shinigami. Is it noticeable or not?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be doing something, whether I'm stopping and focusing, or putting my hands up in the air, or putting my sword up in the air, or something like that. Like in Yugo Montoya, Father guide me.
I'll ask what do you sense? I'll ask you outright because I know as a paladin I know you're kind of what you're doing.
I do sense something a little unsettling, or is it something we already knew? I don't think this is something we knew.
Nope.
Well, I'm going to look at you, Shinigami, and ask. It's like, can you tell where it's coming from? There's 4 doors that we're next to. Is it north side, south side?
East side, west side.
Yeah, right.
Coming from you, Venick.
Wait, we've already gone through this before. Oh no, this isn't good. How much time has gone by since my last I'll just say it, feeding?
Recent.
Okay.
Yeah, you were just having rats in the basement of Ricio's before we came to the castle.
It's not that you're hungry. It's that you're not alive, Venick. Actually, from memory, Gala detected this as well
Yeah,
previously.
we dealt with this because he was Confederate and almost outright threatened him because he was undead, and so.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
we know it right now. Shinigami.
All right. So, but Shinigami, when you said that, you said it was unsettling. Are you detecting anything besides me?
No, you're unsettling.
Well, I once again want to share with you that I'm doing my best with you guys' help to keep things under control, and I feel like I'm under control. You have nothing to worry about. With that, I feel like I'm going to do the girl flip the hair kind of thing as I turn back around, my back to him, and I'm going to listen at this door. Whoops, I didn't mean to open that door, but
On to the north.
I'll guide then.
All right. Perception. I don't know why it keeps rolling twice. I just hit the button once. I'm not sure what
That's
that is.
right. We'll just treat it as the first.
It must be like auto advantage or something.
Okay. So 15.
You hear nothing on the other side of the door, and I'll just fast forward because it's just a bit awkward that way.
It's a bloody mess. Okay.
There's a
I don't know what
surprise.
happened down here, but it's bad.
So
It
this
looks like the
appears.
red wedding from Game of Thrones.
It does.
So this is an enormous, well-crafted, lavishly decorated black wooden table dominates the center of this room. And like Princess Athena's room, there's food everywhere, massive leftover food and broken glasses. Yeah. It appears to be a dining room, and there's just food and broken bits of glass and cutlery everywhere.
All right. I think we ditched that room. Try the ones over on the south side here. I will listen at these doors. That's better.
You don't hear anything, but you do smell something, Vinnick. It smells, what'd you roll, a 23, a mixture of rotten food and strong spices.
Yum. Wait, Vinnick.
Yes.
Drift will whisper this. When we were in the closet, did the queen not whisper, "Is that my food? Is this possibly the chef area?"
Yes. It could be. I still feel like we should go in. I'm going to open the door.
Guidance?
Okay.
This is indeed a kitchen.
Anything of interest on this as I keenly look from the door.
Well, the kitchen's a mess. It's a bit of a theme for this place. The most unsettling thing, there's like rotten pieces of meat. Without looking from there, Vinnick, you couldn't really tell what it is. But you can't help but get a glance at the cauldron just to this thing here. It's boiling away a brew. And you see the odd eyeball float to the surface. You see the odd hand float to the surface. You see pieces of hair and other body parts and organs float in this softly bubbling soup.
Disgusting. Reminds me of the Conan the Barbarian scene with the stirring the green soup, right? Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, not the green soup.
You remember that? Yeah. Hands in
Yeah.
it. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go.
Let's put the queen's head in there.
I think Vinnick's gonna step aside and go. If you want to step in that room, you're fine with it. I think we should close the door as soon as possible. But if you want to put the head in, go for it.
Shinigami, I know your distaste for the queen, but point of order. If the head goes in the stew, could it not scream for help and alert somebody once we are gone?
Good call. Yeah.
Only if it floats. If it doesn't float.
I mean, even a voice underwater can still scream, and an undead voice can scream for eternity.
Shinigami, I think this is good advice. I think we should not do that.
But it's boiling.
Come. I'm gonna close the door. Like, let's press on and see what else. There's doors at the end of the hallway. So I'm gonna go over to these doors.
Guidance?
What do I
Yep,
see
and
at the ends of these hallways here before I spend time with these doors? What are these things?
Statues of old kings, like the original kings perhaps, and they've been defaced, like just crude symbols painted on them and eyes gouged out and things like that. Did you open the door? I'll just that.
Looks like I see more doors.
Yeah, there's more doors at the end of the corridor, but there's large sofas around a low table in this room, comfortable chairs, but there's broken glass and spilled liquor over the table, and there's a small cabinet that holds liqueurs, snacks, and spices. And the walls are adorned with paintings of former. Oh, sorry, didn't that come up? Of former kings and queens, and once again they've been defaced.
Is there any reason why my repelling blast couldn't open doors at a distance?
Nope.
I think Eldritch Blast says creature, not object like Firebolt
Yeah,
does.
target somebody, like a person. I
I'll
think,
allow it though. That's fine.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Well, then stand aside. I'll just open doors from way over here.
Oh,
Nice.
all right.
It won't be quiet though.
Point of order, Shinigami. Last time you blasted open a door with your foot, there was like 30 things in it.
It's fine.
So you blast open the door, Shinigami?
Yep, I'll go for that one.
Okay, the doors blast open, break off their hinges, and you see a long corridor.
See, I can't be wrong all the time.
All right, I'm going to move into the hallway.
Even the mouse may get away from its cat every now and then, young Shinigami.
Young? I'm the oldest one here.
I'm going to move down to the end of the hallway.
To the Redeemer, you are young. All of us are his children.
Do you want me to open that door from back here? Because I can. Venick?
Sure. I will walk back.
It gives us some time to, if I can open them from a distance, it gives us some time to do stuff.
So,
Right.
you see stairs descending down. You see at the end of the corridor. And I'm just going to reveal this whole side, otherwise it just gets a little cumbersome. There appears to be knights' quarters. There is some well-organized rooms, footlockers, those type of stuff. Well, it's a little messy at the moment, but we'll say you go through there and listen carefully at each door, and the only door, and you search the south as well. And Venick, you want to make a perception check?
Yep. Coming up.
Okay, so we'll say as you're exploring around here, try not to meta this too much, but Venick comes to this door and thinks, oh, there's nothing wrong here. It should be a perfectly safe door. So feel free to position yourself where you think it would be. So Venick is down here. So we just fast forwarding a little bit, saying you search the rooms.
So you said that I listened to this door, and
Yeah, and in your opinion, it's perfectly safe, like every other one in these knights type quarters.
I'm gonna look over at Shinigami and go, I think this is perfectly safe, but do you want to blast this door too? Why would we want to change now?
Yeah, but get out of the way.
All right, I'm
That's where you have time to react if there is something in there.
gonna step back.
That would be the opposite. There you go. Yep, and I'll blast this door.
Roll for initiative.
Uh-oh.
You did back up because they had prepared actions. Ready to slice the
Yay.
one with his very loud Eldritch blast ricocheting around there. And you see two Warehound Knights, your old buddies, with their long swords drawn, ready to attack the next thing that moves in. Of course, they do have a fire breath thing as well, but that wasn't their plan, so I'm not going to meta it myself. Their plan was to cut down this and do some unholy smites on people. And all right, no one initiative for them. And are all these manually now?
Oh, Malcolm, if you can put Randall in initiative 2 and drag his token over here.
Tokens there. What'd you roll, Randall? Dirty 20. Okay, so these two knights, they were formerly crown knights, taking the knee to the queen and undergone this horrific transformation. You see them, their swords ready, and they kind of take a swipe at the air as the door opens, looking to attack the first person that was there. But they're not there anymore as you retreat, but definitely the sounds of these eldritch blasts reverberating around the palace allows them, of course, to keep ready. And they snarl and get ready to attack. Randall, you're first up. What do you do?
Bonus
Unmute.
action unmute.
Bonus action and mute.
Maybe zoom in a little bit, Doug. Like zoom in right to the combat. That might be easier. Yeah, cool. Thank
I
you.
was about to say, I think I am 6 things away, so that is within my movement.
Oh, so you can rush forward to there. Absolutely.
Yep. And then I'm going to I'm gonna swing twice on these two, or the one directly in front of me. That's when I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
First.
Cool. 18 misses. He puts up his shield and just clangs off it. Remember, these guys are plate mail armor and shields, so they're very hard to hit.
Swing
And you
again.
swing
Gonna
again,
miss
and once
two.
again, they simple parry it with their sword.
Okay, that's my go.
Yes, and they snarl in delight at your failed attempt. Timely! All the way back over there, Timely.
Yeah, Time is just gonna hang.
Okay. And does Toriel hang?
No, she hears something up. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. That's the best she can do right there. I guess she'll have to dash because she doesn't know what's going on. So she's gonna peek around the corner and see what's up, but that's her turn.
Okay, so dashing around to see what's happened. I mean, I imagine there's a lot of, there's another empty room.
Yeah.
But Toriel sees something happening, as does the still injured Drift. What do you do, Drift?
Okay, let's see here. 5. Okay. So Drift will go here. That should be within 30. Yep. He's going to smack his hands together, prayer for him, and say, Redeemer, please guide us once again. My allies require your light. As Emboldering Bond goes on to Randall, Shinigami, and Galia. And that is just a straight, basically, it's basically bless without having concentration, but you can only use your D4 on one thing for your turn.
Awesome.
Is that D4 to hit or to damage?
D4 to hit, D4 to saving throw, or D4 to only
check.
one.
But once per turn. Okay, Drift.
Check or
Awesome.
saving throw.
Use.
And only
Per-
once per turn.
Yeah.
And Drift, remembering that these damn things breathe fire and we're in a corridor, is going to strategically go into a room in case of funnel damage, making their fire breath go longer than it should.
Awesome. Shinigami having Eldritch blast the door open, and just at the last moment, you remind Venik, I think, to walk away. Turns out to be a good decision. What do you do now, though?
All right. So we will start with Eldritch blasting this one.
Sure.
One to the south.
Oh, that hits. 6 points of force damage. You
And
repel
I'm
him
gonna
back.
push him back 10 feet.
Boom. He tries to, his claws dig into the ground, but he can't help but be pushed back.
And then I will Eldritch blast this one.
Sure. The Eldritch blast comes down the corridor, and that one's gonna miss.
And bonus action. Let's see here. He's still within range, so we'll try and telekinetically shove him 5 feet.
Okay, so strength saving throw, he rolls a 21, which I think you'll repel that.
That's-
Okay, Shinigami, nice blast, opening up the area. Gala, what do you do?
Gala goes into this room here and moves to there. And can I destroy that wall right there? Can I just like bash it down?
This wall here?
Yeah, I mean they don't look. It's like it doesn't look to be too tough. These rooms here, right? Can I bash that down? You think? Or no?
No, it's made of stone, so it would take a while.
All right. Well, then I will go there, dashing in between them.
Okay, cool. So rushing around there, but not getting the opportunity to attack. Okay, the Warehound Knights, they look and say, we know who you are. You were supposed to bend the knee. And they turn around. No, they're not going to use their breath weapon. They're just going to use their longsword, taking a slash at Gala. The first one misses Gala with a 17. And the second one swings with an 18. So you just parry them left and right using your blood sword. So those are both misses. But they definitely have their attention. They definitely remember you. But what does Venik do?
Bennett is going to run up to here and attack this one here next to me. And I will swing with my great sword.
Oh, well, that gets through his defenses. That's
And
a hit.
I'm going to... Excellent. So I'm going to that damage, and then I will expend one of my sorry, I forgot what they're called. Superiority dice. Is that what it is? Yep. I'm going to expend one of those for a precision attack, which gets me a 1d8 additional damage, right? Okay. So that's my first attack.
Plus, I think precision, doesn't that give you advantage on your attack as well?
Oh,
I'm not sure.
When you make...
I think it's plus 10,
Oh,
something like that.
Here, this is what it says.
Or I could be really wrong. Oh, you roll the dice. You roll your
Yeah.
dice, I think.
And it's the superiority dice or d8s. So I think I had that right. I think this is d8. Okay, so that was my first attack. I will swing again with my greatsword. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's...
Wait,
I will.
I think you get your dice back if you don't want to use it, Jeff, because it says when you make a roll, you can add the roll to your hit. So you rolled a 23, so you're not rolling it to your damage, you're adding it to your attack to hit.
That's what I did on my first one.
Right, but it says you can use it after you see the roll. So you could save it because it was a 23, and if a 23 hit, you get your dice back.
Adding it to my damage though, because I added it to the damage.
Yeah, precision attack adds it to your attack roll, not your damage. The other ones usually add...
Yeah, precision attack isn't damage.
Oh! I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is that, like, these guys are AC 18.
All right,
AC
I
20, and you might have
misspoke.
rolled an 18, so you might say, oh, I'm going to make this a precision attack, and then that way you might hit.
No, I misspoke. What I was trying to do was the menacing attack. That adds it to my damage, right?
Oh, sure. Well, menacing attack, then absolutely. Oh,
Okay, so that's what I wanted to do for my first round, which would have been 17 points of damage for my first attack.
Yep, I got that.
The second one is a 9, and I'm going to use a superiority dice to do a precision attack. So let's see what that does. So does a 17 hit?
No, 17 misses.
Dang it. Okay. But hold on. But I'm going to action surge.
Oh wait. Oh no. Sorry. Yep. Sorry. As you were. You're
Okay.
emboldening.
So I'm going to
bond, but you're
action
not.
surge, and I will do
Sure.
another round of attacks. So here's
Sure.
my first attack. Good Lord.
So this might be the opportunity to use your precision attack. So you can roll a d8 because you know their armor class is 20. So if you spend a superiority dice, and that makes it a hit.
Nice.
But you don't get the
Thank you.
bonus damage though. But that's a good round so far. You're taking care of business.
All right. Yep. And I'll swing my last attack, and that's going to be a miss. Okay, that's all I can do this turn.
Okay, good turn though. The other Warehound Knight, they take up flanking positions against Gala. This is your friends won't help you. We're outnumbered, but it's still 2-1 against you. Should have taken the knee. And swings a longsword at you, Gala, rolling a 26. You take 5 points of damage and an extra 4d8 as they pump in an unholy smite.
You're going to at least re-roll that 25. Because
Any
I'll
reason?
do this.
Oh, sure. Use the new roll. So why don't you roll me a d20, Randall, and add 7 to it, and we'll see if it still hits.
Well, I have protection from good and evil up. Are they fiends or undeads or fey or elementals, and they get disadvantage on me anyways?
No, they're not. But with a 4 plus 7, that will turn it to an 11, so that will miss. But they still have a second attack. They swing their long sword as they get a flash from the room, cover their eyes, but then they come back again, this time with a 24, Gala.
Okay.
So
Can't
that,
this time.
that will
good.
be, and they pump the unholy smite in it. So I'll say that's 30 points of damage. You say, cut into you with a vicious blow.
Ooh.
And are you concentrating on anything, Gala? I see the concentration bubble.
I'm just gonna let it go. It's protection from good and evil. I'm just gonna let it go.
Sure. Yeah, these are not fiends or undeads. Okay. So as they carve into Gala with a furious vengeance, what does Randall do? Standing right next to them, next to one of them.
I'm going to try to carve with a vengeance back.
Okay. Don't forget you got your D4 up your sleeve if you need it. 16 misses, but if you roll a 4 on your D4,
Come on.
so close.
Okay.
Buries it away with his shield. That one will definitely hit though. 18 slashing damage.
All right, that's my go.
Okay, Timely is just gonna have a little timeout.
Yep, timeout for Timely.
Okay, and
And
Toriel,
I will do. Oh, sorry. Oh, talking to myself. Okay. Toriel is going to. You know what? She doesn't know if they're resistant to in front. Does 18 hit? I can't
no,
remember.
it does not. 20 is your armor
Oh.
class.
Okay. All right. That is her turn then.
Okay. So Ray of Frost comes, they miss it. Drift, no fireballs have come yet as you duck down into one of these knights' quarters.
All right, let's see here. Drift will come out, and this one is hurt, so we'll try Toll the Dead. Wisdom 14.
Wisdom 14. They have a +4 to this. And they're all a 17, so that'll be a fail.
They fail, and in case there's a breath, he will still poke back into the room, and that will be it.
You want to roll damage for Toll the Dead? That might be useful.
Oh, I thought you said it was 18.
They rolled a 17. What was the DC?
Yeah, 7. DC's 14. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Save or suck. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was looking at something else. Okay, they're all at 17, so they dodge out the way of it. Drift ducks down the corner. Shinigami, are you back?
Yeah, sort of. Okay, so let's see. I will Eldritch Blast. What's the oh yeah, okay. So I will Eldritch Blast this guy.
12 misses. Your D4 won't help you. But that will definitely hit even without the D4.
And I will push him 10 feet up in the air.
Comes crashing down again, taking an extra 3 points of damage. Yeah, there we go. So bounces around a little bit, lands back on his feet. He looks absolutely furious. He glares at you, but then he turns his attention back to Gala. Gala, what do you do?
Kayla will swing her sword at him.
Okay, the injured one, I assume.
Yep.
16 misses, but you got your D4 up your sleeve. You roll a 4.
I'm going to save that for the next attack and see if I need it for the next one. Hopefully I'll get a better roll. I'm going to use a lucky
Sure.
attack again. Oh, then I'll use my D4 and hope I can get a high number. 19.
So close.
All right. And that is all for me. Ooh, this is going to hurt.
Okay, yes, the Warehound Knights, they look in your direction as you try and swing and putting all your courage together, but you miss. And they grin and say, straight into the Queen. They swing a 16, their first attack. You managed to parry out the way with Bloodsong. And the second one as well was an 11. And so you parry out, barely holding on. The other one, the healthy one, is still there snarling, ready to stab you in the back. But Vinnick, can you save your friend?
Okay, let's do it. I'm going to swing at the one next to me here.
Directly to
There
the
we go.
north of you.
Yeah, just to the north of me.
Misses.
I
Easily
will.
dodges out the way.
I will expend my last superiority dice to add something to that. Let's see what that does. Damn it! Okay, that did
16
not work
doesn't
out good.
quite make it there. You
No.
still have
Okay,
another-
I'll swing again.
Sure. Ah, that one hits.
And I take him
And-
down.
As you take him down, he falls to the ground. And he says, the Queen will get your guts soon enough. And he falls to the ground. That's his last dying words. There have been better last dying words, but that's what he says. Yes.
All right. That's it for my attacks, but for movement, I will go up next to this other knight, and I think that's it.
Ooh. The knight lets out a little roar as his companion dies, and he swings at Gala. Oh my goodness. 2 on the dice for a 9, but he swings a second time. There we go, for a 26. So
I'll use a lucky to make him roll.
Shield.
do you want to re-roll that with a lucky, Gala?
No, he said something with shield he's going to do. Or I'll just do the lucky first. Go do the lucky. Go do the lucky.
So why don't you roll me a d20 and add 7 to it?
God. Oh no! Shit.
Whoa!
I would have really shielded that.
Oh,
You know what?
really matters. But
I would
cool.
have really shielded that.
Shield it? You mean to reduce some of the damage?
No, I can make him re-roll that number.
Oh,
He got to use my roll.
okay. Okay.
Wait,
Ga-
doesn't lucky make dispose disadvantage?
That's the new rules.
Oh, that's the new rules. Oh.
You can do a re-roll as well, Randall. Oh, there
At
we
least
go.
it's not a crit.
So it hits. It hits. So take 12 plus 3d8. Take 22, 22 points of damage. I see your hit point bar there, Daniel. That's so the Warehouse Knight just cackles and almost slashes, and Toriel falls to one knee, but she's stronger than that, and she manages to hold her footing. Randall.
All right, I'm going to go try to swing around to the back side of this guy.
Sure.
And I'm going to try to tear into him. Maybe I'll
Alright.
get lucky. My roll 20 rolls are pretty good. Not so much my D&D Beyond rolls, as they continue to roll out just absolutely beautifully.
That's definitely a miss. He's very
Okay.
focused on Galen and use that to advantage to slash him across his back. Or 10 slashing.
That's my goo.
Okay, nice. Timely still in a timeout.
Yep.
That would be Toriel's turn then.
All right. I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna try to put the creature in a momentary stasis. So essentially, never mind, because I forgot about that. As soon as you hit it, it wakes up. Although I suppose we could all prepare an action and attack at the same time. Essentially, would that work? I'm gonna do it. All right. So it gets a Constitution saving throw DC 15. Otherwise, it's encased and is essentially incapacitated until the end of my next turn.
Yeah,
Or if
that
it takes damage.
fails. The creature's encased in it until then, and then the creature takes any damage. So the creature just freezes.
Yep. So I'm gonna say, okay, everybody, let's all prepare an action. We get one shot on this and maybe take it down. Let's see.
Okay, so we'll just go through initiative order. This creature freezes in place. Drift.
I'm sorry. I was going to say point of clarification, right? Because as soon as it takes damage, it's released, right? So if Drift, Shinigami, and Gala held an action until Fenwick went, right? Then it would essentially miss its turn, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll do
okay.
that. We'll say you all coordinate your attacks at the same time. So go. Imagine Toriel's going 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
So we'll go through this
All right.
one by one, but it's all happening at the same time. So Drift.
So if we're going through it one by one, can I do a full turn right now, or do I have to
Yeah.
wait?
No?
Okay. Drift would have completely moved out, knowing that it's frozen, and 2 spear attacks and a punch.
Spear hits. Spear misses.
And punch.
Punch hits.
All right, so spear and punch damage.
2 damage. Okay, taking it out. Okay, cool. Shinigami. Intelligence saving throw rolls a 13. That's 9 psychic.
And he'll have a minus 1d4 on the next saving throw.
Okay. Gala. Is blood song going to be fed?
We'll find out. There's 1.
It hits. Yeah.
Damage. So let me see here. Takes 8 damage, and I heal. No, not heal. I get. Do I get not so if I kill it? Let me see.
It's only if you
Work
kill
real
it.
quick. Okay, cool. And then I will do a smite on that for level 1. 2d8. 10. And I'll say, die, filthy monster! And
Filthy
shove the
monster
sword
dice.
down his throat.
Nice.
So there we go. Down it
How do
goes.
you want to do this?
We need to rest ourselves.
And just by the way, I'm just going to do a random quick shout out here. My wife's actually in the hospital at the moment, and she might be watching the stream. So this is for you, wonderful wife, because this is my
How do you
wife's
wanna do
voice.
this?
So there we go.
I
All
hope
right.
everything's okay.
Well,
Malcolm?
speedy recovery.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed. Indeed. She's just kind of under observation at the moment, but she'll be fine. The doctor's just making sure of a couple of things, but it's all good. What am I doing?
You get home soon and make sure he is in line.
Oh, I'm in line no matter what. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Gala looks terrible. But satiated, is that the right word?
I think we need to secure this door and we need to rest and recoup a little bit.
If it's
Yeah.
what the Redeemer wishes, I would not be obliged to a small sit down.
It says that I'm at full health, but I am not at full health. PS. I'm like at 25 HP.
Very good to know.
Yeah.
It looks full. Yeah.
1. That's crazy.
Malcolm, I will ritually cast alarm on this door here. It appears to be the only way in.
Yeah, it is the only way in. Kind of like knight's quarters. Okay. Sounds like you guys are attempting a short rest. Why don't Drift roll me a d20, please?
I'll leave it to the group. Real dice or virtual? What do you want?
Real!
Whoa, real. Let's do it.
All right, real dice it is. Here we go. That's a 17.
Oh, that sounds high. No.
It is high.
The alarm goes off.
I will.
Oops.
It would have been not audible, so they don't know.
Yeah.
And I will let everyone know.
Something is
Prepare yourselves.
Something is coming this way.
Okay. I'm gonna back up here.
We're getting move.
Drift will expend the last little bit of his power to the Redeemer and do a Cure Wounds on Gallia. Just the first level. Oh, it's almost max, so 10.
You hear footsteps coming down the corridor. Hear him opening
Drift-
doors to the side rooms, and you hear it approaching the door.
No, I'll save it. Never mind.
Wasn't it hold an action? If something opens the door, I'm gonna lash at it.
Yeah.
And
Holding actions. Yeah.
Drift
I'll hold
will
it.
also hold an action to spear.
Just a sec. It's calling door. There we go.
Be a little like chamber boy here to like with his chamber pot.